desk. Let's hand it over to her to take a close look at the win.
Thank you very much, QuickShot, and congratulations, Vardags. That's a 2-0 week for the Unicorns. Must be good.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's the first week we actually managed to go 2-0. We've always went 1-1 so far, and we actually managed to pick up a win in the second game. So,
tell me your thought process during the pick and ban phase, because I was looking at you guys building up this Siege comp, and then seeing MYM again lock into Janna, take the Rumble as well, and a lot of chairmen who would basically have a very hard time dealing with you guys and how you could set up the Siege. Did you really feel like you won in that pick and ban phase, or how do you see it?
We felt very strong after pick and ban. I felt like our picks in general were really strong against what they had, so we were really confident, and we practiced a lot of these matchups, so we kind of predicted what they went for, so
yeah,
it was pretty good.
So you guys did good early, and then you were waiting, you know, when Kog'Maw hits at level 11, that's very good. We know late game he's very good, but then there was this window that MYM managed to fight back in the game, and you got caught a couple of times in there. Tell me how you reset your minds and reevaluated what you had to do.
I think for us, the problem was when we actually got the inhib, they got so much free farm, and for us, we kind of had to think of the next step. We had to calm down, we had to prepare for the next objective. Are we going for 5 dragons? Are we going for towers? How are we setting up the siege with wards? And we just kind of talked together, got a plan, and calmed down.
Yeah, and obviously in the end, you guys managed to win, so a bit of a relief, I guess, after almost having that comeback from MYM, but for you guys now, 2-0 this week. We have H2K doing the exact same. You guys are in the middle of the table. Rocket now is falling down slightly. And you're obviously looking out towards the top.
They're actually number 3 now.
Actually number 3, yeah, sorry. Because now Elements is also below you. Did you expect this going into the season, that you were going to be one of the top teams?
I actually expected us to be somewhere in the middle of the table, to be completely honest. But we've been performing pretty well. We had some pretty rough matches, but we're doing pretty well for ourselves right now, so for sure. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, that Caitlyn pick definitely seems to be working out for you when you can put that damage down and push early as well. What would you say for you has been the biggest thing for you personally, or what your bottom lane that you've improved on that you take from this week into the next week?
I think for me and Hilly, we just practice on a daily basis together to get stronger. I think back in the days we got a lot of criticism for our 2v2, so we just practice a lot and try to improve.
And how have you actually noticed the difference now from playing in the Challenger Series with the team and coming into the LCS, facing these new bottom lanes? Do you consider the EU bot lanes to be very strong, or do you think there's a lot of them you guys can beat easily?
I think there's a lot of strong bot lanes in EU. I think me and Hilly actually improved a lot, so I would actually rate us quite high.
Okay, where do we say? Top 3?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Don't let me throw you off. Just put it out there. Very interesting seeing the Kog'Maw come out here. We know a lot of people always talk about the Unicorns of Love. They're going to pull out something crazy. How does it work? If there's one person that wants to try something new or something off meta, do you then all go for comfort picks, or how does that work?
Well, for us, when we actually play these kind of off-meta picks, we usually talk about it before and we practice it a lot. So we have our, like, all of the players pretty much, like jungle, top, mid, they have their special kind of picks and we practice it. And those that work, we kind of try and implement them into, like, LCS games.
And I assume, sorry, that you guys are very patient when it comes to actually playing scrims, because you're going to try out all these new picks. Often, I would assume it's going to fail and you have to go back and say, why did this pick work here? In terms of scrimming, how often do you really feel like you just pull out these random things that everyone hates to play against because they have no clue what to do? And how often can you then take it and put it into the LCS?
It's actually quite often, because we put a lot of thought behind everything. Like, we don't just think of some weird champion like AD Syrat, it's going to work. We usually put a lot of thought behind everything. So most of the stuff that we actually try usually works out to some extent.
Yeah, we have seen that. Finally, I've asked the same question to the guys here yesterday. How has it been for you coming into the LCS? This whole lifestyle, the fans waiting and clapping as you come off the stage, it must be great.
It's really cool. I mean, like, for me personally, coming from being a fan of the LCS, just watching, and now actually playing here, it's really cool to actually be sitting on the stage and playing in front of people.
And eating a lot of pancakes in the gaming house.
Of course.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, 2 in a week for you guys. Great job. Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right.